time. We're going to interview my mother, and we'll start by saying, Ma, where were you born? When?
April 29, 1905.
About 84 years ago.
That's right.
Correct. Children, there's myself, of course, the oldest. There's Edith, who's not here, and then there's Rosalind, and then there's Jacqueline. And what else do we need?
Well, we want to know what her mother's name was.
What my mother's name was?
Yeah.
Edith Martingale.
And her mother?
Her mother,
Yeah.
Mary Young.
Mary Young. And who did Edith Martingale marry? This would be your mother. Who did she marry?
Married my father,
Which is?
Jack
John H.
John H.
John H.
Okay. And you lived in Toronto until about what year?
1914.
And tell us about you getting up north.
Yeah. Why did your dad move you up north?
Well, he saw in the paper where land was 50 cents an acre, and of course going to get rich quick went up, but they didn't say it wasn't clear. It was just bush.
So he had to clear it.
Well, certainly.
Did he go up before the family?
Yes, he went up before the family and built a log shack, one-room log shack, about the size of this room. And that's where we all lived for 2 years.
How many?
Almost your older sisters didn't go. They stayed in town.
Which
So
was
there
who?
Lou and Leela, and Harry, and Alice, and I, and Jack, and George, and Pat went.
And you lived in one room
Yes.
for 2 years.
Why did you
With
go
an
up north?
outdoor bivvy.
Yes.
Why did you move from Toronto up north?
Because my dad saw in the paper where land was 50 cents an acre, and gonna go up and get 150 acres, and we're gonna be rich. But it didn't say
Lori, can you
what
take the
condition
baby?
it was in. And it was 15 miles from Cochrane. And you had to walk every step of the way because there was no road. There was a trail, but there's no.
So what did he do for a living up there for those 2 or 3 years or the first?
Well, he trapped and he grew a garden, and things weren't very plush because there's no money.
And did you go from Toronto to Cochrane on the train? And how
We
did you get
left
to?
it.
Okay.
We left Toronto at 6:30 at night, and we got to Cochrane the next night at 6:30. It took 24 hours that time.
And how did you get from Cochrane to wherever?
My father medicine took us to the Anderson House the first night. And the next morning had a team of horses, and like Bridgman, pulling the horses, and that's what it took us all day to go to the farm.
Where was the farm?
15 miles north of Cochrane.
In what little village?
There was no one there but us.
Was it called Cluth?
No, Clute was 5 miles away,
No.
and there was only 3 families at Clute then. And we were the only family up 15 miles north.
Really, it's pretty near right across the road from where George Bentley is located today.
Yes, it's the same farm, but we live further up.
Well, did you live on where Grandpa Bentley lived, at the lake?
Yeah, well, we moved up there later after we
Yeah.
built a new house at the lake.
Where did Grandpa Bentley build this one-room log shack compared to where George lives today?
He lived about 3/4 of a mile up the road on the opposite
North.
side. Yeah,
North.
no, south.
South of where George is today?
Yes.
Oh, that'd be down towards Clute then, or about 3/4 of a mile. Oh, okay.
Where George is.
All right, then when did you move to the, shall we say, to the lake? Lake
I'd say it's
Patricia?
about, he built another log shack beside the one he had built. And we lived there for about 5 years. And then he built the house up at the lake, and that's when we moved
At Lake
up
Patricia?
there.
Okay.
That's when we moved up there
Now, how old were you when you moved up there?
to Cochrane first.
Yeah.
I was 8 years old.
8 years old. And how old were you when you met Dad?
About 18.
How did you meet him?
I had him at a dance.
You did? Well, tell us about it.
You want to come over here and sit here?
No, I'm
Come on,
fine.
come on.
I'll come in a minute.
I kind of thought he was a smart aleck.
Go, did ya?
You ain't that nice.
He was, he could dance like a fiend, and he called off, and, well, he seemed to be the life of the party, and that's the first time anyone had seen him. He was working on the road, about halfway between our place, I'd be about 2.5 miles north of Cleon. He was working on the road, and they were living in tents, and that's where I first met him.
They were living in tents. Had he
Yeah.
just come north?
Oh yes, him and Alec Loves, and they were gonna make a big fat thing out of it too, but the soldiers got their land for nothing.
Oh, did they? And he had already been in the First World
Yeah.
War.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what year was this, or about when you met him?
I'd say about 1924. No, 1923, because we got married in 1925.
Oh, did you?
Well, he couldn't have been too much of a smart aleck. Yeah, married him.
So what was he doing when you married him? Was he still working on the road?
Let me see, what was he? Oh, he had the store at Miley 68, Golding Straight Post. He was manager of that. And I went from there, we were married in October
October what?
1924, was it?
But what day in October were you married?
Do you remember the date?
I think it was the 17th of December.
Oh,
And
you
went
were
up there.
married.
Yeah, and went to
Yeah,
Miley
that sounds
68.
good.
We went on the train from Cochrane to Island Falls, and that's as far as the railroad went.
And then what happened?
I went up there with dog team.
Dog team. How many dogs?
5. There was
Did you get to ride in the sleigh?
sometimes, but sometimes it was 40 below zero, and I had to get out and run part of the time.
Why?
Keep warm.
So how far was it, like from Island Falls to Miley
It was
68?
about 28 miles, I think.
Was it?
And it took, we left Cochrane in the morning, about 10 o'clock, because the train only left when it was ready.
No schedule.
No, well, it was supposed to leave at 9, but it didn't. So anyway, we got to Island Falls, and we had dinner at Golding's store. Golding had 3 trading posts, one at Gardner, one at Island Falls, and one at Mount 68. We stayed
So you were the
there,
furthest outpost.
and we went from Island Falls to Johnny Brownrigg. He was a pump man for the O&R. And we stayed at his place all night. He only had one room too. So he had one of them double beds.
Oh, bunk bed.
Bunk bed. So we slept in the bottom and he slept in the top.
Oh, gosh. And got up the next morning and went the rest of the way?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what did you do at Miley 68? What was the...
Well, your grandfather was, your father was a storekeeper,
Mhm.
managing that store for A.W. Golding. I never knew how much he got a month.
Why?
Yeah, I never asked and he never told me. We just put money in the bank, and when we come out from Miley 68 after 3 years, we had that damn fire and we put about $4,000 into it.
But you stayed at Miley 68 for 3 years and saved money.
Mm-hmm.
And then you moved back out.
Moved out to this farm that he bought.
Well, just a minute. Isn't that where you were living when Dad hauled the rocking chair? The wooden rocking chair?
No, he took that up with his feeder to Miley 68. I took it to, when I was out, I took it from home, put it on the train, and went up on the train with me to Island Falls. I used to go home over every 3 months.
Where did the rocking chair come from?
I bought it off my grandmother when she broke up housekeeping.
I see.
And Dad carried that from, we carried it about 2 miles. I don't know why, but he had what you call a speeder, one that car that runs on the railroad track. I don't know why he had it. Just could come that far with a speeder that day, whether it was working right or what. But he carried the rocking chair.
Why did you want the rocking chair up there?
Had something to sit in.
You didn't have anything to sit in.
No. We had 2 kitchen chairs. He was a bachelor. We lived in.
So you had to set up the housekeeping.
But he do mats in there, and it was one room. Bed, and a homemade cupboard, stove. What else? This is what all it was.
And when did you have Cleon?
In 1926.
Up at Marduk 68?
No, in the hospital in Concord.
No, but you were pregnant up at Marduk 68.
Yeah.
And you came to Concord to have the baby.
Yeah.
Who did you stay with
With
while
my
you were
mother.
in Cochrane?
No, they lived on the farm at the lake.
And you were out there?
And I stayed up there for about 2 months with them because we didn't want to take the baby. See, there was no doctors close in Cochrane. And we didn't want to take the baby up there because there's nobody to advise you.
So you waited till he was about 2 months old, and you took Cleon up there.
Yeah. And that's where we stayed until got that farm. If we'd stayed up there, we'd have made a fortune.
Now you just, you,
And the railroad started the next year, and I wanted your father to stay there. And he said, there's no trade here, and I'm not gonna stay in the bush all my life, and this and that. And we moved on to the farm, went to the bush.
okay. Now what, you got pregnant again with Edith when you moved on to the
Moved
farm?
to 5 years older. There's 5 years between him and Edith,
Mhm.
and there's 10 years between Rosamond and Edith.
Right,
And then 5 years later, I had you.
yeah.
So Cleon was born in June the 9th,
Yeah.
Mhm.
1926,
6.
and Edith was born March
March
the
22nd.
22nd,
1929.
1929.
And she was born on the farm. You know, I was only 8 months pregnant when, so,
So
So what did he do? Did he just farm when you moved
I
on?
worked on the road. He worked whatever kind of work he could get.
Hauling gravel with a team of horses for $1.25 a day, him and the team.
Let's back up a minute. What was Dad's mother's and
Mhm.
father's name?
Who, my father?
No, Dad's mother's name.
Louisa
Louisa.
Funnel.
Funnel?
Mhm.
And what was Grandpa's, turn it off, Lori, please.
Sorry.
He was, grandpa's name was William.
What's it?
My grandfather, my
No,
father's,
Dad's
my
dad.
father's father.
No, Dad's dad.
Our dad.
Oh, George Carson.
George.
Okay.
George Carson.
Yep.
That's the only name I know that he had. A lot of people only had first names, and some of them had 3 or 4.
Was Grandma Carson's last name not Longmire?
Yeah,
So it was Betsy Longmire.
Betsy. Yeah, wasn't an awful name.
What was the other one name you just mentioned?
Funnel. What was
Funnel.
that?
That was my father's mother's name. She was Louisa Funnel.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
So what else do you want to know?
Well, Dad was on, you moved to the farm in 1926, is that right?
Yeah.
27,
27, 28.
27 or 28.
And time to preach up the Depression was just coming. Well, the Depression hit in, I think, 1930. And so there was no money then.
Was he still working outside?
Well, when he could get it. And then the government gave work. See, there were a lot of people on relief. We never went on relief because we used a big garden and had cattle and things like that.
So it's a good thing you had the farm, because you didn't hurt as much, did you?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't hurt financially.
I remember feeding a lot of people, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. We always seemed to have lots to eat. And everyone that come up the road, they stopped in and ate. I had people there all the time, didn't I?
Pretty well, yeah.
He came in one time and he said, there's somebody coming up the road, and don't you eat.
How old would he be?
For 10 years old. But anyway, I think it was 3 people, I forget who they were, but they stopped and they had their dinner.
Didn't you have a dog
Bob,
on the
Yeah.
farm? What
Yeah.
was his name?
Oh, I had several dogs.
But what was your favorite? Wasn't there one that was...
Bob was the,
man, we had him for 14 years.
Oh, Bob.
old Bob, yeah.
He was yellow and white.
Golden.
Well, I remember hearing about him.
But Bob was a pretty smart dog.
Oh, he was smart.
Didn't he used to pull you on the toboggan?
Going to ground.
Well, he loved getting the harness on.
Oh, yeah, go to Grandpa's every Saturday afternoon.
Oh, did you?
Well, it was 3 miles to Grandpa Bentley.
What'd you do, spend the night?
Yeah, stay overnight, listen to the hockey game on the radio.
That's when
Did you go by yourself?
Yeah,
Yeah.
At 10.
yeah, about that, yeah.
Bet you wouldn't let Wayne go at 10 years old.
No, but Grandpa Bentley used to, he was down one road, and then you went a mile and a half this way and a mile and a half that way. And Grandpa would be at the, well, on the lake shore, really. He could see me coming.
he was watching for it.
So, okay, Edith was born what year, 19, what did we say?
He stood up